Right, it is the big fight week here at Portman Road. I'm with two people who don't need any introduction around here, but I'm going to do it anyways. In the blue corner, we have got one of the most exciting heavyweights in the world, and now a real contender to the throne, Fabio Wardley. And of course, we've got the club skipper here, Sam Morsey, and we're going to get them to do a face-off. So off we go, boys. Come on, get closer. It was quite serious, this. I thought we'd just laugh straight away. Might have to get you on a bill soon, Sam. Okay, so the first question, Sam, is true or false, of course, we're doing. Fabio once trialled for Ipswich Town's academy.
True.
Bingo, correct. In his pro career, he's only gone the distance with Fraser Clark in their first fight. True or false?
True.
It's false. And Fabio's pro debut was cancelled 5 minutes before he was about to go into the ring.
True.
Correct. Okay, Fabio, attention turns to you. Sam was born in Egypt. True or false?
True.
False. What? You seem baffled by
I was like, hang on. I thought, yeah, easy one, first one, lovely.
Sam scored more goals for Wigan than he has for Ipswich. True or false?
True.
False, I'm afraid. Not very good, this Fabio. I hope your luck's better on Saturday night.
Oh no.
Okay, last one here. Sam has achieved promotion 5 times throughout his career.
1, 2. True.
Got that one.
Yes.
So it's Ipswich Town trivia. Okay. What year did Ipswich win the UEFA Cup?
62? No.
81.
Correct.
I was got the other one.
Who is Ipswich's all-time leading scorer?
I know this.
Can I give a clue?
I know,
Can I give his surname is linked with, well, it's the same as a very top boxer right now, pound for pound guy, I'd say. If not pound for pound number one.
I actually see him about all the time as well. It's terrible.
Who's active right now, so that could help you.
Oh, why have you spun me?
Oh,
That's made it harder, I think. I haven't got it.
We both giving up here?
Yeah, that's the boxing thing's put me off.
Go on, first name.
Ray.
I don't know.
No.
Ray Crawford.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Okay, what club did Kieran McKenna used to play for at youth level?
Tottenham.
Correct. Bingo, that was no messing about that. Jesus, you said it before I asked the question. Who was Ipswich's top scorer in the 2022-2023 season?
Colibon. Oh, 2022.
2022.
Like 2 seasons ago. Connor Chaplin.
Correct. God, you're struggling here.
I am.
Let's see if you can redeem yourself on the last one here. Okay, who's Ipswich's most expensive signing ever?
Amari Hodgson.
Delap?
No. It's not Amari?
No.
Oh, Jaden Philogene.
Yep, correct.
Oh, yeah. That's on the window.
Well, he's done you there.
Yeah, he has. Can we do a boxing one?
Okay, so what we're going to do here, in 30 seconds, you both have to explain why, for you, boxing's a better sport than football, and for yourself, football's a better sport than boxing.
It's the sense of being on your own. With football, you've got teammates. You can have a moment off. You can have a break. You can have a rest. You can maybe put the blame on someone else or whatever else. You can kind of shift things to the side. But with boxing, it's just you. You're on your own. You're all kind of one-man band in there. And if it all goes great, you get all the credit. And if it all goes south, it's all on your shoulders. So it's that kind of jeopardy of you get all the glory or you get all the booze.
What if I think boxing's better? No, football, it's about the team. It's about the unity, the camaraderie, the highs, the lows. It's depending on your brother to help you. It's going against another 20 people, or in a stadium it's going against fans, coaches, staff, players, and it's you and your teammates on the pitch, but within that the individuality of your own things and how you can affect the game. But it's also the polarity of you can have a great game and lose, and you can have a bad game and somebody can get you out of trouble and win.
Both good answers. I thought Fabio put a very good point about you're on your own there essentially, but then you spoke, Sam, about the camaraderie, leaning on people. I'm going to have to decide here, and I'm a big football fan, but I would say I'm a casual football fan. Boxing is my favourite sport. I'm going to have to give it to Fabio. Plus, he needed a win anyway, to be quite honest. So I'm going to give it to boxing. I'm going to give it to Fabio. So the winner is Fabio Wardley. Right at the death, he comes out with a big knockout win. Maybe that might happen in the Justice Huni fight on Saturday. Who knows? He'll want it to go early, but we shall see. Congratulations, Fabio Wardley.
Keep winning. Come on.
So I'm delighted to say it is fight week. Fabio Wardley, who sits beside me here, takes on Justice Huni in a world-class heavyweight fight here at Portman Road. It's going to be banged out, a huge occasion for Ipswich here. Fabio Wardley's brought them out in numbers, and I'm delighted to say I've got the main man here as well, the skipper, Sam Morsey. Look, Fabio's going into this fight here at Portman Road. He's dreamed of this, having his home crowd here. He grew up here. He's Ipswich through and through. Just talk to me, when you step on a pitch, Sam, about the atmosphere that Portman Road creates, because we're hoping to see some of that on Saturday.
Yeah, it's been an incredible atmosphere for a number of years now, and the fans really get behind their own, which still get behind Fab. They believe in him, they love him like one of the players, and it's going to be special. They're going to be there in the numbers, and he's going to feel that support and the love throughout.
Right, Fabio, question for you here. So, in your time at the academy here, what exactly happened? Just break it down.
I got scouted when I was playing like a Saturday football when I was quite young. I think I was about 11, 12, something like that. I think because of my size, because I was bigger than all the kids, but if I'm being honest, football wasn't my sport. I was all right. I could kick a ball and whatever else, but I wasn't that great. And I think the kind of the nail in the coffin was like, there was one time when we were playing against another academy, and the coach at the time asked me to play centre half, but I was about 11 or 12 or something. I didn't know what centre half meant. So I was like, oh, I don't want to say that because I'll sound stupid. So you know what, I'll put it together in my head, centre half, right, cool. So he wants me to play in the centre, half out the pitch, right? So he wants me to play centre mid, cool. So his mind, he's put me centre back, and I'm running around halfway up the pitch, covering all the grass there is, running everywhere because I'm trying hard. And then, yeah, that was the last time I played a game for the academy, and they think a couple of weeks later they quietly took me to the side and was like, don't worry about coming back.
Did you ever get into a scrap on the pitch?
Not on the pitch, nah. Weirdly, on the pitch, I never really I always got stuck into tackles and everything like that, but I never got into a fight with anyone because I was like, everyone always postures like we're not actually going to have a fight, so like why am I even pretending like I'm flaring up with you? So, nah, not on the pitch.
This is outside of maybe a fixture here. Obviously the season's ended, but a fixture here for these boys, or an Ed Sheeran moment. It doesn't really get bigger for this city and this club.
Yeah, which is a funny thing to kind of think of or put together when it's my name attached to it. It's a weird one from just being the kid who would come here, watch a game and support the lads in that sense, and then 15, 20 years later, however long, it's a U-turn to I'm the one on the pitch and the crowd's cheering for me. So yeah, the 7th of June is going to be a special night on a number of levels for a number of reasons, but something I'm incredibly proud and incredibly privileged to have my name attached to it and be a part of.
When I say Ipswich, what does it mean to you?
Home sweet home. Especially the club as well here feels like home. One, because of the relationship I have with the players, the staff, management, whoever here. But because obviously it's my hometown, born and bred, grew up here. I've got memories here from being a kid, and then memories that I'm creating here as an adult are crazy, like you say. Never really thought they'd come off like this. So yeah, I think a simple word for it is just home. It feels like home sweet home.
Yeah, it's like hearing Fab speak about that, he sort of sounds similar, although obviously I've only been here 4 years, but it does feel like that, the way the fans have talked to us and supported us, and it's never, the journey's never straightforward, it's never easy, there's good times, bad times, but the fact that the whole club stuck together, like in relegations, you can get booed off and fans can rip up season tickets and all that, but the way the people have stuck with us, it forever will feel like my club and feel like my home.
When you are maybe struggling in a game here, you're down at half-time, genuinely, how much can the crowd push your team on?
Yeah, you need it, and a lot of cases, a lot of football clubs, when you're not doing well and you need the fans, they're not there. They're booing you and disgruntled noises, but our fans have stuck behind us, and you do need that. You need that when it's not going well, when it's flat and you haven't got your rhythm and you're getting torn apart by the other team, by feeling that the roar of the crowd and the emotion, and it gets you going. I'll always remember Southampton away last year. The fans were incredible. That was the best atmosphere I've probably been involved in, to be honest, and they undoubtedly helped us, and we ended up getting a last-minute winner.
We know Justice is a world-class operator. He's got a very good amateur pedigree. There might be at times certain rounds where he's boxing really well, and you may, I'm not saying you want to, but you may need that crowd in there. So yeah, that could come into play. How do you think he's going to cope as well coming here, Justice?
Yeah, I think that's a big question mark at the moment as to how he's going to cope and manage the situation, because especially in his professional career, this is probably the biggest show, biggest event, biggest occasion he's ever been a part of. So maybe the lights will get too bright, maybe the pressure will get too much, because for me it's great. I'm out there in front of thousands of fans screaming, chanting and supporting me, whereas for him it's the complete opposite. They're booing him, he's barely got a fan in the stadium, so it's going to be a different feeling for him. And how, if he manages to deal with that, will be a huge question mark and a huge factor for the night. Yeah, I remember being here. There was a couple of times, like I was sat with my stepdad used to have a season ticket over there, and I remember sitting over there with him. Early days. No, that was not anywhere in the kind of dreams, aspirations, what I was looking for at that point. I thought I might be on the pitch playing. That dream died pretty quickly, but yeah, that's a funny U-turn of life and how things all turn around and how you end up here.
It's one of the best atmospheres in the country you can go to. It's going to be electric. The fans are going to be in full force, getting behind one of their own, and it's going to be a historic night.
This man here, we've talked about it to death, really. Probably sick of hearing it now, but the white, he knew what was coming. The white collar stuff, and he's not meant to be here.
No.
What I mean by that is, really, if you're selling out a football stadium, you should really be an Olympian or someone that everyone was talking about in the amateurs. He's completely opposite to that. So how much respect do you have, considering he was once there as a white collar fighter, probably just doing it for a bit of fun?
I mean, I've always found fighters especially more sort of interesting to me than footballers. Or say, like, if you give me the choice to sort of watch and study a fighter and how they prepare and their training or their lifestyle compared to a footballer's, I'd always watch the fighters. I really love watching them because he's just so interesting, so different for some reason. It just fascinates me. But in terms of like Fab's journey, it's unheard of, really, from the white collar stuff I know it spoke about. You're probably annoyed everyone speaks about it, but it's historic, really. Everyone talks about it because it just hasn't been done the way he's done it, and to now be fighting at a world-class level, and the ripples he's making in boxing, and like you said, to sell out a football stadium again, it's historic. It's the best of the best, so it's a huge respect for him and his resilience and his talent and the way he's had to overcome setbacks and overcome probably people labelling him and putting him in a box of a white collar fighter, and overcome that to get to sort of the world class frequencies he's now sort of like flirting with and hoping to become. So he's going to the top of the game in his sport, which is only the select few can do it, only the elite can do it. I was listening to somebody the other day, I can't remember, I think it was he's actually a good friend of mine speaking, Ty Mitchell, and speaking about, for some reason, every bloke thinks they can fight, don't they? Everyone thinks
everyone thinks they're handy.
Well, everyone thinks, nah, they'll be okay, yeah, get me in a scrap, I'll get mad and I'll get angry. But the reality is these guys, man, are the killers, you know what I mean? They're the best in this world where everyone thinks they can fight. Nah, these guys can fight, the rest of the people can't. So no, it's a huge amount of respect for what he's doing and his history.
Be a good boxing promoter, wouldn't
Yeah. I was sitting there thinking, I need him in the change room, he's geeing me up.
I'm getting really excited about fight night now. Look, it's not for him to think about because, as I said, this is his biggest step up for Justice Huni. He's a top-class, world-class fighter. Yeah. But the journey we've just touched upon there, he's one fight away, if all goes well for him on Saturday night, from an Usyk, a Daniel Dubois, and fighting for that potentially undisputed crown. And that could land at Wembley Stadium. I mean, that would be nothing short of incredible.
It would be incredible, but for the big man, it's just the next fight, isn't it? Just going in there, ice cold, not thinking about the future and what could be, and just thinking about the job at hand. And I'm sure he will get the job done.
By knockout?
Yeah, no, I believe so. I believe he'll get him out of there, but obviously it's a world-class opponent. Like nothing's easy in sport and in life, but I think he'll do it. But yeah, I think all the focus and the energy should just be on the night.
Touched upon it at the presser with Justice, and when Eddie rocked up, and he said Frank Warren and George Warren don't normally get it wrong, but they've made a mistake this time. They've got too comfortable, and they don't know why you've selected Justice Huni. So yeah, just your thoughts and response to that, Fabio.
Yeah, I think Ed's right in that sense. They don't get much wrong, and I think that's why they picked Justice, because they know what I'm capable of. They know the levels I can reach. They know the levels I aspire to as well. And for me, don't get me wrong, Justice is a great operator, a great boxer, a good amateur record and good career so far, but that's where it stops for him, is versus me. And they've seen that, they know me, and don't get me wrong, Ed's doing his job as Justice's promoter, but I think deep down, he saw me from them early parts of my career as well. He saw the talent there and the bit that was behind the level I was fighting at and how much I could achieve. So I think he knows deep down that I'm the right man for this job. So yeah, look, he's doing his good job of being the right promoter on that side for now. But when it comes to fight night, I think he'll own up and be like, yeah, we kind of knew that Fab was always going to come through.
We'll see in that post-fight interview, won't we?
Yeah.
Well, listen, it's been a pleasure to firstly meet you, Sam, and spend some time with you, Fabio. We've been doing this for quite a while now, and I'll probably have another one with you on Fight Week. Too long, there you go. But it's not long to go now here at Portman Road, a sold-out stadium. Fabio Wardley v Justice Huni, world title implications on this fight as well, and it is Frank Warren v Eddie Hearn. We look forward to it live on DAZN worldwide this Saturday night.